What's happening, dogs? Mr. Allen here with a video on congruent triangles. We got to write a congruence statement for each one of these two pairs of congruent triangles, and we're going to list all the congruent sides and angles, so our corresponding sides and angles. So for the first one here, we have triangle ABC and we have triangle ADC. Are they congruent though? I only see one pair of sides congruent, two pairs of sides congruent. Oh wait, reflexive property gives me the third pair of sides congruent. So my congruent statement would be triangle. We'll start with A, B, C. I always like to throw down one triangle first, and then I'll match up the second triangle. Now, if you can visualize the reflection, the vertical reflection over AC, it's pretty easy to write. So I'm going to have triangle A, then it's D, and then C would match up. So A and C need to be in the same spots there, and then D matches up with that point B. Beautiful. Now, let's write out all of our pairs of congruent sides and congruent angles. So the congruent statement actually really helps. I don't even need a triangle to get this part done. I can just use the triangle congruence statement. So AB is going to match up with AD. So I can say AB congruent to AD. Boom. I can also state that BC is congruent to DC. Make sure we put the segment marking over the top. And then we have AC, the outside one. Oh, my goodness, it is congruent to AC. There we go. Now, how about my angles? Well, we could either, it might be better, I think, if we actually number some of these, right? So we could say this is angle 1 and angle 2. So I want to say angle 1 is congruent to angle 2. And then I can also say 3 and 4. So angle 3 is congruent to angle 4. And then here we got B and D are congruent. Angle B is congruent to angle D. Reason why I did that is otherwise for like angle 1, I would have to say angle BAC, and then we'd say DAC. But note how it would look in our congruent statement, BAC and DAC. Notice I start in the middle, go out, and then to the last letter. It's the same kind of pattern from each statement there. Just wanted to save a little bit of writing, so I labeled the diagram since we had it there anyways. All right, so there's our 6 pairs of congruentness. Awesome. How about this next triangle, set of triangles over here? We got triangle ABC, and then we got the other triangle DEF, or sorry, DEC. Maybe that's the right way to say it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But right now I only have one pair of angles, one pair of sides. I need another pair of angles or pair of sides. I've got these vertical angles right here that are across from each other. Those guys are going to be congruent. That was a voice crack. I'm leaving it in there. All right. So now let's start with saying triangle A, B, C, right? These are going to be congruent by angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. But that's not what it's asking us for here. We'll just write our congruent statement. So A pairs up with E. It's got the one single arc to it, right? Then we got B. Well, B doesn't have anything. D doesn't have anything. So D is going to go here. And then C matches up with C for this one. They are congruent there. Angle DCE and angle BCA are both congruent angles. All right. Now we can list out our congruent segments, right? Again, I can use my congruent statement. We can also see it visually. AB is up here, is going to match up with ED, which is down here, right? So AB is congruent to, we got ED. I can have BC is congruent to, we got DC. Then I have, let's see here, AC. AC is congruent to, in this case, EC. You guys hear that boat out there? Got some big motor. Big motor. All right. Next up, we got, let's see, our angles, okay? So we can start with angle, let's see, A matches up with angle E. Angle A is congruent to angle E. Only need one letter there because there's only one angle with that vertex, right? How about B? B would match up with D, and there's only one angle for each. So angle B is congruent to angle D. And then last one, I will write out all 3 letters for this one. So we've got angle C, but we can't say angle C because we could be talking about any one of these few angles that are there. So why don't we call angle ACB? Angle ACB is congruent to angle, and then I'll match it up, even though you don't have to do this. I'm going to say angle ECD. ECD. You could have also done DCE. That would be acceptable because it's an angle, but you can't reverse things in the congruent statement for the triangles, okay? Main thing for the angle here is that my vertex is the middle guy right there. That's the key part there. So we wrote a congruent statement. We listed the pairs of congruent segments, right, sides, and the pairs of angles there. 6 total for each. Whew, it's a lot of writing right there. But you guys handled it like a boss. Hopefully that made sense. Congruent triangles, super fun. Oh, and then the proofs. Who doesn't love proofs? See you guys later.